leadership. And I have to admit, through this whole process, and after I said no 3 weeks ago, at times I was okay with it. Other times I said, well, I really felt like I could help that team. And I think that's the competitive fire in me. As a player, regardless of sport, you got to feel like you can make a difference. And I truly feel like I can. And so I just didn't want to look back. I have no idea how I feel a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But I didn't want to say, what if.
Being a rival for so long, what was it like putting on the Vikings helmet for the first time?
It was different. I'm not going to lie to you. As it was different in New York last year. I got 16 years played in Green Bay were great years, and that was home to me. And some great games against this organization. Some we won, some we lost. But I think in time it will feel, as I've been welcomed today by everyone, it feels great. And the bottom line is it's football. And once people start chasing you, once you step into the huddle, I don't look at the helmets. I look at the faces. And I think the guys will know that I'm in it for the right reasons. And that's because I still love to play. And regardless of who it's with, I still feel like I can help this team or whichever team was willing to take a chance. And so, I know there's people out there taking sides and whatever. And there's no, this is not about revenge or anything like that, believe me. You can't take away the 16 years I had in Green Bay. It was unbelievable. It was great. And that will be forever cherished by me and the guys I played with. And, they've moved on. I've moved on. I think it's great for football. I can't see how you wouldn't think it would be.
Did you Brad reached out to you yesterday? Were you thinking about reaching out to the Vikings?
No, believe me, at times I felt like I hope I didn't, make the wrong decision. But I knew I had to live with it. And when Brad called yesterday, it was kind of like, this is it. It's now or never. And we jokingly, as we were talking, I said, can I play Friday? And this is really, it was early in the conversation. He kind of, you want to play? I said, well, why not? He said, well, let me talk to our owners. And I don't know if he was talking to them about me playing Friday, but try to get the ball rolling. And another thing I failed to mention, when I told Brad no, which was a very tough thing to do, I talked to he and Leslie Frazier that day. Leslie had come down earlier in the year and had a good conversation with him, thought the world of him. Hung up with him, the news broke, and my 10-year-old daughter, who was pretty neutral in this whole deal, because I would ask her, what do you want Daddy to do? Whatever you want to do, Daddy. And I said, well, that's a good answer, but what do you want me to do? Well, she wouldn't say until after the news broke, and she started crying. We sat on our back porch, and anybody who has children, I could be chased by 5 defensive linemen. It doesn't scare me, but when my daughter cries, it softens me up. And she said, Daddy, I wanted you to go back and win one more Super Bowl. And I said, oh, why didn't you tell me that before? She said, well, I didn't want to make that decision for you. It's amazing what you learn from your children. But she said, well, can you go back? I said, it's too late. So I found myself this morning tearing up as I brought her to school. And she said, Daddy, it's going to be fine. You go up there and do what you got to do. We'll be up there soon enough. So I think I made the right decision. I really do. Time will tell. All I can say is I'm going to do the best I can. I told Brad that, and I told Mark and Ziggy today on the plane ride up that I can only give you my best, and we'll see what happens.
What's successful in the rest of the field as they tired of the tendency there? Came back, played pretty good, retired, coming back again. And certainly there are people that have criticized you for that. What's your response to those people who, were tired of the waiver?
Don't watch. Like my old roommate and center for a long time, Frank Winters in Green Bay, said, who's from Hoboken, New Jersey. He has a funny way of putting things. He said, dude, it's America. It happens all the time. And, it is what it is.
Do you think your legacy will be defined by this year? Do you worry about that?
No.
This will define.
First of all, when people start talking about my legacy, it's mine. It's what I think of it. And I know the way I play the game. I know the way I've handled myself as a teammate, as a leader, within the public. I feel like, I've made mistakes along the way. We all have. But I think if I had it to do over again, I'd do it the same way. I really do. I don't think anyone played the game or has played the game with as much passion and has loved it and loved his teammates as much as me. I haven't been the best player, but I would like to think that every player I play with would love to have me in the foxhole. And I have no idea what's going to happen this year, as I didn't know last year. But as I look back, I gave it everything I could give. And that's what I'll do this year.